Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. This is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. 24/7 researching, it's all a fantasy. But if I make the right plays, it pays automatically. Bankroll showing that I know it goes strategy. On a winning streak, I'm stacking a dose and the bookies all get mad at me. Confident with how it plays, not clicking on a flex today. All I see is green and we all about to get paid. Arrogant shots on the stream, they be killing it. Never gonna stop it, I like if you feel it. Picking the players, they all never touch. You can't make up your mind and just go with your gut. Looked around, we found a glitch. No toast allowed, just post a list. Sophia's fine, sat to his stick, and Caitlin Clark just doesn't miss. Win, lose, or draw, we never quit. When we shoot the ball, it's another switch. Submit the link, it'll make you rich, and we going big. Don't be a bitch. Let's fucking go. We about to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. Let's fucking go. We whoop a bookie's ass. This is just kidding. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pigs. We about to go big. We about to go big.
Just cash.
About to go big. Kill him with the prize pig. About to go big. Kill him with the prize pigs.
Yo. What's good? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You already know it's the Flex Friday, being hosted with Just Cash. Welcome. Joined as always by Underrated. What's good, man? How are you?
I'm great. Yet again, I'm great. I was great yesterday. I'm great again today, man. I can't be mad about shit. WNBA's been good to us. And we got all our peeps here today. Had some good live betting I see you got on the screen already.
Yes, sir.
It's time to win again. We got 3 games again. Let's go.
Absolutely. Yeah, yesterday overall, not bad at all. We had 2 cards posted. One of them was a bust, unfortunately, with Copper and Kelsey Mitchell kind of pooping out that game. But we did hit cards, so turned some cash there. Went 2-1 for the official plays and 4-3 overall from the stream breakdown stuff. So not bad at all. And then as you can see here, man, we mopped up with the live betting. Oh my goodness, that was so nice.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, E, I was just going to say, because you put the list up. Those plays like that Satu play right there, I tripled up on it because those are the ones in live betting where I need to have more money on them ready. Because goodness me, they had Satu at 17.5 live points, and then she scored right away, and it went to 19.5, so I did it again. But it was the end of the third quarter. I think there was a minute left. They were winning. Phoenix was winning by 22 points, 24 points, something like that. AT was already on the bench. Copper, we know, was on the bench. Satu was playing. It looked like she was probably going to play another 3-4 minutes, and they had her points at 4.5, basically. The whole fourth quarter had been removed because they were scared of the blowout, and they left that up there, bro. Those are those things I'm talking about. If you're sitting there in live betting and you're ready, you got to be ready for those times. Those are those times, bro. They can't fuck with you right then. That's when they're fucking up, and you need to take advantage. That's why the Discord's so fun. That's why live betting is so fun right there. Those times.
Oh, yeah. No, 100%. And it was just an opportunity that we were able to take advantage of. So if you guys want to, make sure you check it out. Still running the 7-day free trial down below in the description. Click on the link or go to the WhopP site directly, and it'll take you in there. Yeah, you're going to want to be in the Discord, especially this weekend. We got a lot of games, a lot of action going on. Sunday in particular, but today's going to be pretty popping. So come in, check it out, say hey, and hopefully win some cash with us. But before we get too far along, you guys do us a huge favor. Help us grow this channel. Hit that like button down below and make sure you are subscribed. Turn those noties on so you don't miss out whenever we do go live during the daytime. And man, 3 games today. You ready?
Ready, man. I'm excited. 2 of them at 4:30, so we got to be ready. We got to be ready early. We got to be all hands on deck for the live betting today at 4:30. We got 2 interesting games, and then we got another late game. So what do you got for us today?
Yeah, so I mean, I think let's talk about one of the obvious plays right now, because we did get, unfortunately, a midday Q tag. I see we got a comment about that as well. Yeah, Jessica Shepard opened at pretty good value, but unfortunate to hear that maybe that ankle injury is still bothering her. So there is some chance that she could end up sitting today. But if she does play, I mean, she's such a try-hard and an absolute warrior. So if she does play, she's going to feel at least good enough to give it a run. I mean, expecting, right around the 33-minute marker again. Just a really advantageous spot to score inside the paint. I mean, this has been our bread and butter for the last couple weeks now. Any high-powered center, power forwards, points inside the paint. I know there's going to be some questions about Alanna Smith. I mean, personally, man, she's just so infuriating to bet on from game to game. And I swear she gets hurt in the second half every single time that we have played her. So if you want to go there, I get it. Not necessarily, her forte to bang around inside the paint, but she will take some threes. So 10.5 would be really my ideal line for her. 11.5 and beyond, I'm good on that. But if Shepard does play, I love her to death. I mean, she just does everything for this team, Swiss Army knife, and we should be able to wheel a nice point upside from her today. So if she does sit out, keep an eye out for any of the secondary players. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this chick's name, but Maria, she would be the next ideal candidate. She should be locked in pretty big minutes here. Minnesota did let go of Peely as well. Stop. They let go of her, so they don't really have any, true big depth right now, which is something they've kind of struggled with over the last little bit now. But no Shepard and no Peasy. That could be a lot of problems, because Washington has been phenomenal with their 1-2 punch between Shakira and Kiki. So this could spell some trouble if she sits. But we'll keep an eye out for that. Stay tuned for the news, and we'll just kind of go from there.
I missed it. What's her injury, though? Do you know?
Yeah, I think it's an ankle injury. Yeah, ankle.
Okay.
So something to monitor.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope so, man. That would also kind of put in jeopardy the Minnesota money lines if anybody had played it, yesterday or anything we had talked about. So we'll keep an eye out for it. I think Minnesota can still hold their own. I mean, they do play pretty good defense, but that is going to make things a lot more interesting. At least it should keep the game closer, if anything.
Coolio, bro. Coolio.
But let's talk about the birthday girl. There's 2 of them today, actually. Asia Wilson and Alanna Smith sharing birthday night tonight. Vegas is going to be hosting Seattle, who is also joined by Brittney Sykes. We are waiting to hear news about her, any kind of minutes, starting, sitting, XYZ. But Asia Wilson, man, I couldn't believe Prizepicks actually gave us this prop. She had a 1.5 block prop, which was just, absolutely out of this world. I was pretty confident it was going to get removed. It did stay up there a little bit longer, but it did get taken down. So if you guys are in the Discord, you're able to lock that in. Let me back that out for you. Yeah, historically, though, phenomenal. This is something that we targeted a lot last year. I will say, still had an honorable mention for her 3.5 blocks plus steals. I do also like her rebounding upside today. It's potential stealing performance, but she's kind of been back and forth with the rebounds overall this year. So I don't know if I'm necessarily sold on that, but at least kind of, in consideration. But yeah, 1.5 way too low. They only missed 1 game so far in this extended series, hit both games, all 3 games so far this season, and she had 3, 4, and 3. So feel pretty comfortable about 1.5. There will be a block party for the birthday girl.
All right, Big Asia plots. Big Shepard, you better play.
Hoping so. I don't think there would be too much pivot that we could really do as far as if Shepard does sit out. Maria, like I said, would be an ideal candidate, but everyone else's lines are so high, man. I just don't know if it's even worth trying to dabble in more exposure of this game if needed. And I hate that Alanna is honestly going to be the best play too, and it just makes me sick.
Yeah, I can't fuck with her.
Yeah,
I can't fuck with her.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Really tough matchup for McBride. Also, somebody I will say I had interest in her first half under in particular today. This 11.5 PRA was just a touch high. Historically, though, really tough matchup. I mean, they have absolutely kept her in check. Both games this season. I mean, she barely got lucky to even get double-digit points here in this game. Really tough 3-point matchup. You can see that's something they just, Washington's been extremely good. So I don't know how I feel about her today. Probably a fade just in general, but could consider her unders and the first half under.
Unders. Now you're talking my language. I see Luis Lopez. What's up, bro? Welcome. He says, great show like always. Shepherd over 20.5 PR if she plays, obviously. And Alanna Smith under. I like that. He's going under. Fuck it. Now, obviously, if Shepherd plays, we can take Smith's under, right? Under in 14 without Collier in there. I like seeing that too. So
yeah, I mean, honestly, she hasn't really taken a step forward like I think a lot of people were predicting that she would. She's a good 3-point shooter. When she's on it, she's on. But her paint presence has still been a little bit lackluster. She's not boxing outright like she should be. And this is another matchup that they could easily go small. And even though maybe she'll get some time kind of as a stand-in 5, she just isn't that dominant. Being able to box people out and have a paint presence like that. So I don't mind it. I mean, she's always live again to get hurt during any of these games. Wouldn't be shocked to see another injury soon. And she does get into random first half foul trouble too, which has kind of been a really big problem and pisses the coach off from game to game. So wouldn't be surprised to see that either, man. Wouldn't be surprised.
You know what, too? I was thinking if Shepherd is unfortunately ruled out, they probably will bump Alanna's points and PRA up, which would be an interesting under as well. I mean, I don't know. Do you think she could take over and get 10 rebounds if Shepherd's out? I kind of feel like they'll probably bump it too high, but I don't know. Just a thought.
I mean, depending on how substantial the bump is, I think that's even more of a strong case for it. But she will be kind of priced into minutes. So if it is a close competitive game, I mean, she's going to at least be out there to match Shakira Austin in the event that Shepherd sits. She'll at least be out there to match Austin. So baseline probably 28 minutes, but I mean, dude, her props are insanely high. No, they're insane.
Now, is that because of Feezy being out, or is that because they think Shepherd's going to be out?
Well, Feezy being out for one thing, but for sure now with the Q tag, they're going to have elevated lines for her. And I will say, I mean, it's slightly warranted. Again, we know that it is a potential scoring fest for them. I mean, as you can see here, she put up 26 points in one game. So I don't doubt this is a marker that she could go over. But personally, just my distaste for every time I have ever played her this season, she just absolutely shits the bed on us. I just can't do it, man. Knowing our luck, it's going to be one of these random games right here. She barely plays 20 minutes. So
yeah.
It's a prime spot for her, and Shepherd being out would make it really scary, but do with that what you will. Gotcha.
All right. Kev T's here, and he's number 1. He's number 1 today. First place, Kev.
Let's go.
Big Kev, and we must shout out him again on stream. He has brought up AT's triple-double, but the last 2 times, plus 395, I believe. Plus 5.15 he had with the little play on the underdog as well. Man, credit where credit is due. There you go, sir. You deserve it. He brought the plus 400 plays to the Discord with the W and to the stream. So hopefully you guys made use of that. That's what's up. He said, last time I was first, we went on a killing spree. Let's do it again. Big two. Big two's here. Big 2 in his money lines and his spreads. Oh, Big 2. He just can't get away from those. He says, what are we nuking? He says, big cloud unders. And, yeah. You want to look at the money lines and spreads for fun?
Yeah, I mean, we can since we got some stuff up for tomorrow already. Still feel pretty confident about Indy. I think a bounce back game, very much so in store for them. Chicago has looked pretty good, don't get me wrong, but I think that we do see Boston and Cardoso match up pretty well. Boston probably give a slight edge just on a little bit more experience, but should be evenly matched there. And then if I'm picking Atkins or Kelsey Mitchell coming off of a bad game has had a bounce back performance. I mean, every single game for the last, basically the last entire 20 game stretch. So, I mean, we're seeing some big fall offs. Don't get me wrong, big fall off. We had 11 points here, 14 points here, pretty terrible. But those were followed up with 26 and a 40-point performance. Even in some other games, I mean, we had 28, 31. So very notorious for the bounce back spot. We'll kind of get in depth with her here in just a minute as a play. But I do like Indy in general. This New York, man, I don't know what to do with this because the odds have shifted quite a bit. I mean, they were like minus 400 something yesterday, but these odds are moving a lot, man, a lot. So we know Paige is playing. I get that. It helps out a lot. The Sabrina last game, though, and so far this season in this series, I mean, really struggles against Dallas. I don't know what to tell you, man. This last game, she was not there on the court. Her body was walking around, but that mind was not there. So if she shows up today, I think this is easy work for New York, no doubt. She should be able to drop 25 points at least. But Emma being there, really big help. She played really well this last game, so I love to see that. Minutes hoping to be more elevated. I know she was on the soft cap this last game, but yeah, we need Sabrina to show up. Otherwise, this is going to be a sweat like it was last game.
Sabrina, damn, man. She disappointed us last game. She was like Plum was yesterday at the beginning, but then didn't plum out in the fourth. She tried to, but she wasn't Plum. Plum went crazy in the fourth yesterday. Sabrina, yeah, she's strange, man. She can go off and she can do nothing. One of those players, but I know you like her PRA as far as the alt because you have that in our chamber play, but so you think she's going to at least have a decent floor?
I think so. I mean, I know she's been kind of going through somewhat of a slump, with the playmaking. We kind of looked at that. Her assists have been down lately, but I don't know, man. She just didn't look mentally there at all in the first half of the game. And I mean, it reflected in the lack of field goal attempts. So they were not having a good game. And that's just one of those moments where you're looking for a leader. And with no Stewart out there, I mean, yes, it's going to be John Quell to a certain degree, but somebody else has got to step it up. So did get bailed out with the bench playing really well, and Cloud started popping off that game too, but that game was a lot hairier than it should have been, so she's got to come with it today.
Cool. I think she will. Big Two says Big Wet needs a nuke. He needs a nuke. Big Wet needs a nuke.
Needs a nuke, huh? Well, man, so one really interesting one that I did see on the radar, they had Washington in 11.5 earlier, but still, I feel like this 10.5, man, is just no Shepherd. Best players on Washington, I mean, arguably are their bigs right now. I think this could be a real close game. 10.5 points is almost disrespectful, man.
He's talking sense when it comes to money lines and spreads, folks. You know how that turns out. Woohoo! Let's go, sense.
Right.
Let's go, things that
make sense. It's going to be a 30-point blowout now.
Bro, ever since that Atlanta game, I forget who they were playing. I think it was Golden State with all their players out. Atlanta at home. Minus 350 or 300 something. Just amazing odds. Like, impossible they're going to lose. That was my last day. I'm done, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, let me also reiterate that too. We are not advocating for money lines. That's something we have personally banned in our Discord from doing. But if I was to play stuff, then yes, this would be it. So
yes, if I was to play stuff. All right, cool.
Yeah, and I mean, you get a decent little parlay with that. Minus 131. That's not bad.
Quay Louis V says, "Glad I found you guys. Fire. What's up, man? Appreciate you, bro." Yes, sir. Lock in, he says. C-Dot says, "Happy Flex Friday. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the Discord. Love it there." He said it in caps. Love it there. We getting money. So fun getting money. The thing is, getting money's fun, but when you get money with your friends and we get money together, there's nothing better. Nothing better. And the kid says Alicia Gray is actually a weirdo for what she did in the second half yesterday. LMFAO ruined what would have been a perfect day for me. Oh, Alicia Gray, man. She does that sometimes. And yeah, she does that, bro. She's tough. Alicia Gray can be the best player in the world, and Alicia Gray can disappear. That's what she does.
All right, so we get some breaking news here.
Oh, shit.
Looks like Emma will not be on a minutes limit tonight.
All right. I mean, she played decent minutes. We think Emma's going to get 30?
Yeah, if it's a close game, I think we're going to be looking at 30 minutes here.
Okay. Dang. Matt P says Shepard's got a Q tag. Yes, sir. Starfall's here. What's up, bro? Guess what Starfall says?
I was trying to find some.
What's up?
Trying to find it on Prizepicks real fast before they took it down.
Oh, Big Emma. You trying to play Big Emma now?
I mean, her fantasy was at 26, dude. That's pretty damn low.
Starfall says I haven't missed a play I shared in chat for a while. What's up? Go ahead.
Is she still on Underdog? I can't see that.
Let me take a look. Emma Miso. Miso soup.
Yeah, Starfall, man. You've been definitely coming with the plays, man.
Emma Fantasy 24.05 on Underdog right now. 24.05. You heard me right.
That's pretty low, man. That is pretty low. She does a lot, man. She does a lot of the RA too. I mean, decent scoring upside. The block and steal upside is definitely something today. Dallas allows the most blocks and middle of the pack of the steals, but
steady long, steady wrong.
What's the PRA?
No PRA. They only have points 12.5, fantasy 24.05, and first half points 5.5. That's a low first half points. Yeah. Not that I want to play first half points, but that's damn low.
Yeah, the fantasy, man. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll at least say an honorable mention if I could play it. A little half ski on that.
You want to throw it at the bottom of your list or no? For a halfer?
No, because I mean, here in a minute, it's just gonna get taken down anyways.
All right. Well, if anyone got Underdog and you feel like you want to put some money on Emma, looks like some value at least. 24 is lower. You thought it was 26? Is that what you said?
Well, I thought Prizepicks had it up a little bit higher than that, but I couldn't see Underdog sliding.
So you're telling me I should streak it for my 9th play?
Whoa, now.
I can't do any overs like that. Yeah, so Starfall said I haven't missed a play he shared in chat in a while. Give us the play today, Starfall, if you got one. Don't push it now, but if you do have one that you love, let us know what's up. We'll see how awesome it looks. I can't wait to see it. In fact, a lot of people have been coming with plays, bro, and I'm loving it. I love it when people bring plays to the chat. If you guys do have one, drop it in the comments. We can talk it through and check it out. Shit's been cracking. Dirty Reg says, Kiki, do you love me? Will you score over 10.5 points? Dirty Reg, Kiki, do you love me? Do you think she's getting 11 points, E?
I mean, it's definitely possible. You know, she's unfortunately been kind of so up and down lately. 10 points, I feel pretty good about that. 10.5 points is kind of getting on up there.
And while you're at it, the next thing is about rebounds too on Kiki. So Marcus says over 7.5 rebounds, maybe sprinkle over 9.5 demon prop. What do you think?
I do like the rebounds, man. I'm not gonna lie, because the two players who really kind of benefited the most short term have been Kiki for her scoring while Sykes has been out, and Citron, her field goal attempts have taken a nice step forward. I like the rebounding upside, man. Honestly, I think that's something that's been really, really solid. Also, with Edwards being off the court, that's tough, man. That's tough. You definitely rely on her scoring. Her first half PRA too was at 10.5, so that was something worth a look. But I'm a little hesitant on the Washington players today. Not gonna lie. She's low. She is low. We just need coach to let her play the minutes, man. Even still, this last game, 22 minutes, 23 minutes. I just don't understand it. There's no Edwards. Why is she not playing?
Yeah, man. I heard the doggy. Demetrius Carter says, and what's up, bro? He says, AT, another triple-double. Lock for MVP now that Fee is out for 2 weeks. I'm feeling it, man. AT is a beast. She has been on fire. Luis Lopez says, if Shepard is out and the line gets bumped, definitely an under. She has to deal with Shakira, and she can easily get in foul trouble. Yes, I totally feel you, bro. I want that line to bump up enough for us. I hope that happens. I don't want Shepard to be out, but consolation prize. If she is out, I can't wait for that. Hopefully that, we got to think too. What would the number be at, what would the PRA be for Alanna Smith? What would it be high enough to want to go under if Shepard is out? If it's 20.5 now, what do you think it'd go to? 23, 22 and a half? 23 and a half?
Yeah, 20. No, I mean, 23 and a half would be fantastic, but probably 22 and a half.
Would you take a stab at that?
I mean, it'd be worth it, just be a bar that she hasn't really hit much at all this season. There's a lot of unknowns there, obviously, with not having personnel, but not a good matchup, man. Not a good matchup. The RA department is not any kind of an upside whatsoever. You're just purely sweating the scoring. Purely the scoring.
Right. And I love at least betting on the side of her not scoring. Because I would think too, the other team's gonna have to key on her a little bit. I mean, they don't have many anything out there. If Shepard's out too. So I don't know. We'll see. I always like going under Atlanta, especially if her lines are getting up there. Demetrius says facts.
Real fast.
Go ahead.
Real fast, just before we move, the Kiki debate, I think it's really close. So her scoring is right there on the line in the games without Edwards, but her rebounding though takes a huge step forward in the games without her. So I think there's more ceiling potential for the rebounds, and I mean she's been at 7.5 rebounds for a minute now, so I'm kind of surprised that's even a line. But the scoring could still be a little bit kind of suspect from game to game.
Gotcha. So if Shepard's out, Kiki rebounds you like more?
I think it helps, honestly, the cause for that, because if she sits, we'll probably end up seeing Maria, and she doesn't have much of a three-point shot. She's kind of like a bruiser style. She plays very much so inside the paint, so there'd be a decent clip of rebounds coming from that, or opportunity there.
Okay. Demetrius Carter says, facts, Plum slept through the first half. Yes, she did, and then went crazy in the fourth quarter. I had her over 14 and a half in the second quarter because she had nothing, and I was like, we're taking this live over 14 and a half Plum. One of the only overs we're allowed to take. And what did she do, bro? I swear she had 15 in the fourth quarter or something.
Yeah, but crazy.
Yeah, dude. But I will say, we're at 27 likes. How do you feel about that?
Oh, already? Man, you guys are amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. I was, you were talking about Kiki for a second. I was about to say, we're at 24 likes. Whoever gets that 25th like's going to get their good luck. And it just zoomed by to 27. I didn't even have time to say it. So you guys are dope, man. Thank you for hitting the likes. I know it's stupid and annoying, but it really helps us out. And that's why we have 53 people in here watching. That's a little more than normal for us. And we appreciate you guys because you hitting the like brings in more people. It really helps. So thank you. No bullshit. Kiki did us dirty last game. Dirty Reg says, I'm thinking the bigs might do well for the Mystics because Fee being out. Okay, there we go. Goes right along with it. Jason Holland has an interesting one. Diggins under fantasy with Sykes' debut. Now that's interesting. Sykes' debut, if we get word, or what do you think? I know you talked about it a little bit, but you were thinking, you said somebody else under. Oh, you said Wheeler under maybe.
Yeah, Wheeler. I am really curious how Seattle's going to play this. I mean, if I had to guess, more than likely she's going to start over Wheeler, and they end up moving Wheeler back to that bench role position, which, I mean, I think is totally fine for them. They need a little bit more, consistent offense from the starters, but also that spark plug off the bench because, I mean, we're talking Malonga's basically been their only player off the bench for real. So the having that shirt up is going to be pretty helpful, and also with Wheeler, she's had a really phenomenal pick and roll game with Malonga already. I mean, we've seen the coach already leave them out in that weird game. And then whenever they run the second unit, they put in a lot of nasty work with that. So I do think that actually is a huge boost for them, and it kind of solidifies what that second unit is going to look like. But Skylar's, man, she's been just playing so weird lately. Like, honestly, I don't even know what's going on with her. Both her and Gabby, massive downturn on their scoring as of late. The defense is still there, and I mean, that's really why they've been hanging around in most of the games, just playing a lot of, forced turnovers and playing really well on that side of things. But offense has just been terrible. I mean, NECA really carrying the weight of the team overall, and then just kind of sprinkle in the other players in between. So it's been a mess, but I mean, somebody is going to lose out on usage. I think that is a fair point. 100%. Somebody is going to lose out on either, minutes, usage. The RA department for sure is going to take a hit. I mean, we know Sykes from Washington, she dominated in the playmaking and the RAs. So somebody's going to take a step back. We need to see, though, starting units, what that's going to look like. But yeah, either between Skylar or Wheeler, one of those two players is going to take a step back.
Percentage chance she starts today in your mind?
0.
Okay. So she's not going to do too much today, most likely.
I mean, not too much, but she could easily still go out, play 23, 25 minutes and just be a thorn enough to cut down on, for sure she's cutting down on somebody's usage. Now, does she cut down on two players' usage? That I think is the bigger question. But
I like your idea with Wheeler. I liked your idea earlier with Wheeler. I don't know. Skylar could be also.
She could be. And I mean, you never know. Is it something like, is it going to be a morale boost for the team? Get hyped about their next player. It is a road game at Vegas. I mean, playing at Vegas is no joke. It's always a little intimidating there, but they got a pretty good squad now. So, I mean, again, one player for sure, two players maybe. And then if it blows out, Sykes could easily just be out there by herself kind of playing garbage. Right.
No, and that brings up another point to, just chilling and live betting that and seeing what happens. And have your prize picks ready, because prize picks actually the best for live betting. I hate prize picks with a passion with their value usually and their bullshit tacos, but for live betting, they've been having some shit for WNBA. If you just watch the points, the normal points, they move their lines as the game goes. So you can definitely find some shit. So with that being said, that particular thing, we see when Sykes comes in, we see who she comes in for, we see who goes out, we see if Wheeler loses some time, man, sometimes her lines are a little too high. But we'll see. We can run it live, though. Jason says Emma's gone.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That'll be fun. Demetrius Carter says, what does Kiki do tonight? You already kind of went over that. You like her rebounding, depending. Dirty Reg says, I just hope she scores 11. He's talking about Kiki. Kiki, defensive rebounds. Yeah. How about that? Defensive rebounds. Did you talk about that? Christian says her defense rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, the defensive rebounds were pretty low, too. She does offer a lot of offensive rebounding upside, though. I will say, still pretty favorable for this matchup. That it's hard to rule that out sometimes, but the rebounds overall, I mean, I think should take a pretty hefty step forward. But I'll show you real fast. The games without Sykes was a little bit better for the scoring. I mean, 50%, but still right around that double-digit marker. So I think there is good potential there for her overall, as far as the fantasy, the scoring upside, X, Y, and Z. The only thing is, again, the minutes. If she takes that step forward closer to 30 minutes, all her props probably easy to hit, but she stays around this 22, 25 range, then, it's a little sweaty.
All right. Dimitri says JJ a double-double, and then he says Kiki over 5.5 rebounds. I'm assuming that 5.5 boards is a alt line. You think she's solid for that?
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, that should be a free walk-in.
Okay, cool.
Let's see, what are the odds? Oh, it's a prize pick goblin. Yeah. Oh, forgot that actually could be on our list today.
I'm writing it down. The chamber plays, we call it.
I did forget that.
These are the things, guys.
One in the chamber, baby.
When it comes to live betting and you have to do it on these type of sites, you have to have that one play ready. We call it putting it in the chamber. You got to have it ready in your queue. You have one ready. You see that play. The value gets there. You pop it in with the second play you already have sitting there. Hit the button before the line moves. Let's go. Money time. That's what we're talking about.
We get the robot
double-double.
again too. Let's go.
Oh, all right. Good luck is here. What's up? NFL game streaming on NFLHD.com. There you go. And I'll even give you a little credit for, give them a little shine since they make our plays better. Thank you. All right. JJ double. What do you think?
Yeah, so looks like she just had pretty massive line movement with the Emma news coming in. Her rebounds just moved down a full point, so she went from 9.5 to 8.5, which I would consider 8.5 rebounds very, very interesting for her.
That's low. Wow. That's all Emma, huh?
100%. Just all news from Emma playing full minutes here. The double-double moved up quite a bit. I think it was 115 or 120, but up to 130. It was at 135 a second ago.
Hey, real quick, let me cut you off real quick. Matt says, because this might move, Matt says better has Emma at 19.5 PRA. Do you like that? Or is that a little still?
Man, that's
a little high?
It's a little appropriate for her, yeah. Because, I mean, she wheels the RE upside, which you get the multipliers for, but she also has a lot of block and steal upside, too.
Gotcha. Okay. Just wanted to throw that out there before it moved, if it was going to move.
No, I appreciate it. Well, if you wanted to play the JJ stuff, you're going to get a much better payout, so I wouldn't fault you there. It looks like they're mostly just moving it in lieu of the news, and her rebound lines are getting adjusted. I'm curious, did Prizepicks also adjust anything?
Oh, their fantasy's back up 26.5.
Yeah.
So yeah,
26.
that underdog play is 24 flat. It hasn't moved. It's sitting there. Let me refresh and make sure. But 24.
Yeah, I was about to say, is it still really?
Yeah, 24.05. Let me hit refresh though and double check. You know how that happens sometimes on underdog. But Emma, where you at?
Might
Emma?
have.
Yeah, 24.05, bro.
Man.
It's there. I mean, 2.5 less. It's almost a middle play. Almost.
Yeah. Let's get it up there, man. I gotta get some shot on that because there's still a real world where she could even outplay JJ on some minutes here if they're trying to dial her back because she's still coming back from injury.
Okay, I'm with it.
She's always been a fun play, man. I miss her in the WNBA so much.
I got a good little MPB play to throw with it too. It's 0.82. It's kind of shitty, but he should get his strikeouts, and it makes it a 2.48, and that's not bad. Might have to post that. What do you think? Post it?
A little baseball?
A little baseball with it? Okay. Let's do it. This dude's getting 5Ks. Come on now.
All right, Emma's going on the list. There we go.
Yay, Emma made it!
Oh, texting me.
I got a show going on, guys. Leave me alone. Is that what you say? Or are you nice to him?
Yeah, well.
Hey, I'll write you right back when I can. Thanks for calling. Or texting.
No, it's not that. Let's see. I don't know if it's well, I got a authentication code. I don't like to see that.
Ooh, someone's trying to get in your account, steal all your millions.
Maybe it is possible. Well, we'll figure that out here in a minute. That's why you use two-factor authentications.
There you go.
All right. Well, moving on. Last little bit of news. Looks like Maddie Siegrist will be limited to 20 minutes on Friday. So good to know. All right. Back to the plays. Now, I think we talked about most of our plays, kind of touched on Cloud and Mitchell here. Talk about Natasha Cloud real fast and her phenomenal history against Dallas and continued struggles from Sabrina. So, I mean, even this last game, she was able to get there with the assist with how poorly Sabrina was playing the entire game. I mean, even if we get half the effort from her, this is going to be such a free walk-up. again, love the history, love the pace total for this game. It was 173.5 last night. Let's see, did it move back down? Oh, 174.5. It actually went up. So I like that. Also now hearing that there's not going to be a minutes limit on Emma. Been a real dynamic duo for that 1-2 punch for the pick and roll. So I like that. I think that helps out us. And then Sabrina, man, if she just comes with, like I said, half the effort we got last game, I mean, we're talking 2-3 more potential assists in this game, because I saw that first half in particular, she missed so many open looks and more passes from Cloud. 5.5 just in general. I was kind of kicking myself this last slate for not posting it, but guards have been cooking. Dallas has been giving up the most assists over the last month here at astonishing 25 per game. So for Cloud, whenever Sabrina is doing her thing, she's at least had a 30% assist rating over the last month. And in games without Breonna Stewart, we saw this kind of take a huge step forward. Prior game, she had a 50% assist rating. So I like this to continue. I like a bounce back spot for Sabrina, and New York to pick up the dub.
There we go.
All right, real fast, and then we can kind of end on the questions, and then we're going to skedaddle because we are still waiting on a little bit of news for tonight. But Kelsey Mitchell, let's talk about her, because I know she did the field a little bit dirty in this last game. But we did get the unfortunate news that both Ari McDonald and Sydney Colson are going to be done with the remainder of the WNBA season. ACL tear, and then I think McDonald was like a broken foot bone or something in her foot. But yeah, so both these players are going to be done. Really sad to hear, but in a short turnaround time, they're going to be looking to our vet here in Kelsey Mitchell. I think for this matchup, I mean, Chicago been playing at a pretty good pace, but still has been awful on defense. This will also leave Indiana with currently 9 active players, so we should see a nice little increase in minutes. And I don't know if you saw this last game, but kind of, I don't know if it was as punishment for herself or what, but she ended up staying out there for the entire game. Even in garbage time, she was still out there playing. So we're looking for a bounce back game here. Her at home has been something very impressive this year. I'm looking honestly for 20 points here, but we should wheel enough upside in this short turnaround before they get an established point guard into the team. The playmaking is going to be there, and bounce back performance is in order. As we talked about for her, not really a player that has too bad back-to-back games. So being home against Chicago, sign me up.
Hey, man. Well, while you were talking about that, you convinced me. I think that does make a lot of sense. Now, WNBA in sense has been silly, but it's been making more sense lately. So I think that right there does make sense. I mean, I know Wet's going to be mad about it because she shit on him last night, but I mean, it is what it is. It happens. But I like how you're seeing what happened yesterday, and you're going to the next day and say, hey, that's what happens now. Here we are with a better line now. Did we get a better line because she had a bad game? Are we getting a little value with that, or is it normal?
Yeah, her points moved down, and I don't think they're baking into consideration with she's going to be forced to do some more playmaking this game. I would say her and Boston probably see a spike in their playmaking, barring unless some magical miracle they, for example, sign Odyssey Sims and she makes her debut tomorrow, or something like that. It would have to be something crazy. But for this matchup, I think they got all the right tools to win, so they don't need to do anything drastic. But I mean, you take a look at here on the screen, just recent performances from other guards and decent high volume guards at that. I mean, we got Gray putting up 27, Canada 23, even Sutton, who doesn't score that often, had 13. So they're just really stealing potentials for a lot of players here. And then, I mean, look at Kelsey Mitchell last time. I mean, bro, she dropped 41 PA on them. So if I'm looking for a bounce back buy, this would definitely be a spot.
I'm with it, man. I'm with it. We'll see. We'll give her one more shot. Old Kelsey. And she's, like you said, she's in a great spot. And I banned the bots because there's too many. I couldn't even find people. They came back in here strong. They just threw four little comments in there and smashed us up right there, bro. Fucking assholes. Okay. Is that all your plays, or you got one more?
No, that's going to be it for right now. Okay. I think, again, make sure you guys are in the Discord because we're going to have a lot of live action. There should be a lot of live potential today, and you don't want to miss out on that.
Yeah, man, it's going to be fun. All right, we're at 60 watching, 32 likes. Appreciate you guys. If you could and you haven't hit the like yet, please hit the like for us. It helps us a lot. And let me get to these questions. And yeah, if you have more questions or comments or plays you love, throw them in the chat and then I will read them out and we can talk through them. First one is Kayvon Shug Sutton. I call her Shug. They call her Sug on TV, but I call her Shug. Fuck that. Shug Sutton over 9.5 points. Natasha Cloud over 6 assists. Sonia Citron under PR. We got 3, so you can answer them real quick if you want because we got a bunch. So Sutton over points, Natasha over assists. I know you already like that one. Do you like the 6 though? And Sonia under PR.
Yeah, I mean, Sonia, I get it. You know, it's another road game, difficult matchup for her. The rebounds are a little bit scary. I don't know how I feel about that being a super popular play today, taking under 4.5. I mean, she did have 4 in both of those games, and that was with the other players still active on the team. But the minutes for her, I mean, still pretty secure, playing 33 minutes a game. So I mean, that is something to consider. The one thing I do want to point out with her is the games with Sykes being out, her field goal attempts take a pretty steady step forward. So something do keep in mind, because they did play one game already so far this season where Sykes was not available for that. She did have 13 field goal attempts, but this takes a bit of a step forward. So just keep that in mind. It is a road game. The rookie jitters were very, very apparent this last one. So, you know, I wouldn't fault you there. What was the other one?
What
was the other question? Sorry.
No, you're good. I was just scrolling through and I lost it as well. I got it now. So you said Sonia. You said Shug Sutton over points.
Oh yeah, Sutton.
She's getting more minutes.
And Paige is out.
Is Paige
out tonight? Boo.
Oh,
yeah.
Boo. I saw that and I was like, it can't be. No.
Yeah, it's pretty weak sauce, man.
No.
Well, we might have 2 DMPs on that. Does help out the yeah. Look at that money line. Take flight. Take flight.
Why, Paige?
All right. Well, that game got a hell of a lot less appealing.
Right.
Yeah. Unfortunate to see. Unfortunate to get a DMP with our slip, but it is what it is. Hey, this is where the live betting is going to be even better. So don't even sweat.
Hey, when they start blowing them out too, and Prizepicks takes away the second half board, guess what? They leave the live points, guys. Just saying.
Yeah.
There's value out there, guys. Don't get mad when things happen. Just adapt. We gonna get them.
No, that's okay. Well, I mean, at least we kind of talked about most of the stuff. I love how this coach is full of shit, though. I do have to at least call them out on that, because they verbatim said she was going to play yesterday. So that might need to be looked at a little bit, because that's some BS to try and sell tickets right there, saying that she's going to play, even though she's not at practice, which is pretty indicative of a player not fucking playing. But hey, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy, man. I hope they catch some flack for that. That's not cool.
Timeout Sports says AT definitely ain't an MVP lock. Fee can still win it, and so can Fee, depending on when she is back. I think what he means is AT is not a lock, and Fee can win it. We agree, sir. Mr. Timeout, we are right on page with that. Demetrius Carter says Cloud 9.5 PRA.
Who's it? Cloud
9.5. I'm sorry, I said PRA. I meant RA. Cloud 9.5 RA.
Yeah, I mean, I still think, you know, again, the assist upside is going to carry a lot of weight for that. Emma playing uncapped minutes could be a little bit more obnoxious, but I mean, again, she could do so much damage. Just, I mean, really go out and give you 8 to 10 assists by itself. So I don't mind the upside here. Paige being out is all kind of annoying, because that just makes the game a little less competitive, but something to keep an eye on.
You broke what you're doing says, think Ezzy goes back to being a cone against B-Day Girl? Hint, fantasy score. He's on a birthday girl fantasy score. And Ezzy being bunk. What do you think?
Well, I don't know if that's also a dig at maybe taking as the under, which, I mean, the fantasy can be a little bit troublesome because she, falls into random blocks and stuff like that, but not the best scoring historically. And Alanna Smith's been playing some pretty decent ball, so, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a free walk-up for her, but Ezzy could easily go out and get 2 early fouls, and, I mean, I would not be shocked whatsoever.
Ezzy's on our list. She has definitely been cashing for us for the unders lately. Hattori Hanzo 13 says, what up? Happy Friday. How do you guys feel about Emma, Meese, PRA, or fantasy? We've discussed that a few times. How would you summarize it real quick for him? We like the fantasy on Underdog, right?
Yeah, fantasy on Underdog. I'd probably pass on her now with Paige being out. It just kind of puts a sour taste in the mouth for that game, staying competitive.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. Should I delete that thing in the Discord with Emma just so people coming now won't play it? Or do you still like the Underdog?
I mean, yeah, it's still good value. I mean, even if she plays at worst case scenario, 25, 28 minutes, I still think it's fun.
Okay. Ian's here.
Hey, what's up, man? What's up?
He says, what's up, fellas? We in here. What's up, Ian? We are in here. Let's go. Timeout says she ain't starting today. I assume he's talking about Sykes. Ian Warner says, do we like under Kiki fantasy or over Citron field goal attempts? Under Kiki fantasy or over Citron field goal attempts? Either of those hit you any way or the other?
Yeah, we were just talking about Citron and the field goal attempts. Honestly, I think it's fine. She was pretty bad this last game. So, I mean, yeah, scary click. But I think, honestly, the field goal attempts are fine. I mean, the game's without Sykes. She's been able to hit that in basically all of them. The only thing with her is, from game to game, Jade Melbourne is going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but I still like it. Got there in the first matchup without Sykes too, put up 13. So if it goes to 11 and a half, I would not play this.
All right. Big Two says Aces money line and spread. Back to the money lines and spreads, Big Two. You can't get away from them, huh?
Nah, man, I can't play either of these teams right now. Seattle has disappointed me way too much lately, and Vegas has just been a constant back and forth. It's probably a coin flip, but, in this crazy world we live in, I wouldn't be surprised to see Vegas just absolutely blow them out tonight on some wild crap.
This crazy world. I want to see what Sykes does for Seattle. That's interesting. K. Rogers says Gabby PR. We haven't talked any Gabby today. What's up with Gabby with... if Sykes plays? I feel like, imagine Sykes and Gabby running around the court on defense at the same time. That's interesting.
Yeah, they'll get some overlap between currently with her being on the bench and starting. This 15 and a half here, I saw it just move from 16 and a half to 15 and a half, but I'd consider it. The scoring matchup wise, pretty decent. The pace up spot from Vegas should help, but man, I don't know. It's hard to say with Sykes being into the mix, honestly, because we've seen games where Gabby's, very passive and she just plays a lot of defense and is more, the RA facilitator, a little less on the scoring. Skylar, traditionally this season up until the last, week or so, but traditionally she's been their road warrior. So I don't know if she's going to pop off again on that, but, something just kind of keep in the back of your head.
There we go. J-Dot says, and what's up, man? J-Dot official. He says, does Wheeler cover her points if she's coming off the bench as that spark plug? Wheeler, does she cover her points if she's coming off the bench? You like the bench players like that. Depends on who it is, of course. Jewel's been better off the bench.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jewel's been, phenomenal off the bench. And I think, Wheeler is in a pretty similar role here, too. And will end up matching with, ironically, Lloyd on the other side. But she probably has somewhat more of a favorable matchup in that scenario. I don't know really what to expect right now with this team as far as like the minutes and how the initial rotations are going to go. Because I'm sure that's something they're going to toy with back and forth, too. I would have to imagine, though, she does get some overlap or pretty big overlap with the starters, but this could be something where we see they kind of go to a smaller approach where, it's like Malanga and Ezzy kind of stagger their minutes a little bit, but it's more traditional, like, NECA out there just to guard Asia. And you basically just have a small lineup between the two of them. So I don't want to put all my eggs in the basket. I will be honest. This is the most unappealing game for me on the slate, bar none. Most unappealing.
Okay. It's all good. You broke what you're doing, says Facts. I said Atkins and Hillman over, and then I took both live bet under. LMA.
Yeah.
Oh, easy. Yeah, man. Live betting is where it's at. It's super dope. Ian says Citron just bumped to 11.5 field goal attempts. Okay. Timeout Sports says I guess so. Timeout Sports says Emma rebounds and assists haven't been there. What you laughing at?
I'm just laughing at the Prizepicks spies, like just bumping totally random plays. Like, I mean, there's no popular whatsoever. Nobody's playing this, and then boom, there's just a bump out of nowhere. It was like the Boston rebounds from yesterday, prime example. If you caught the bump, you ended up with a push, but if you had the pre-bump, you won. Big difference.
Prizepicks, we love them so much. Timeout says Emma rebounds and assists haven't been there. What do you think about that? They really haven't.
Are they actually? Well, I mean, it's just a lot of unknowns for her, because we've seen some crazy performances from her where she really kills it in the RA department. Like, if you know anything with her over in the overseas, like for the Belgium team, I mean, she's an RA monster on that squad, even with Julie.
Yeah.
So it's potential. I mean, I think there's plenty of RA potential for her, but she might just do a little bit more damage as far as like, holding down the paint and then trying to shoot the threes. We don't have any rebound assist props for her, do we?
I don't think so. They're holding out. What do you think about Smith's PR over? We've talked about Smith. I assume he's talking Alanna Smith? Yeah. Alanna Smith?
I don't know. There's two Smiths playing today.
Right, but I don't think there's very many Alyssa Smith props, right? Is there an Alyssa PR? I don't see one.
No.
He's probably talking to Elena.
18 yeah. I mean, 18.5 is somewhat palatable. 17.5 would be way more ideal. 18 on Prizepicks is a somewhat decent median. I mean, you're playing for the push there, but I would really wait on news, honestly. Shepherd is a huge de facto.
I hate playing Smith with a passion, regardless if Shepherd's in or out. Only unders. Unders are passed for me. That's just me. Ian says, Shadur free square. I'm better. What? Mr. Sanders?
I was about to say, but Alana's looking real nice on her walk-up pictures, though, I will say.
You can look however she wants. She's going to do the same thing on the dang court, I think. Spin PR over. And then he said under. Why are you laughing again? Sorry, he meant under. Oh, he meant under her PR. He wrote later. Good. I'm on the under too.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah, just wait, because I mean, they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna adjust her lines for real. But if you get news that Smith is Shepherd's out, then they will bump it. You can totally take the under.
They will bump it lower if Shepherd's in. You think?
No, I don't think she will see much of an adjustment. But if Shepherd's out, she will definitely get adjusted.
I'm sorry. Okay, that's what I meant. Okay. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. Ayo says we are DGens United as one. There we go. That is the truth. Ian says, what combo props did we like? And then we're going to flip through these comments quick so we can get out of here. Any combo props you like?
Yeah, we got to get out of here in just a few minutes. Combo props were a little lackluster today. Obviously now one of them being gone with Paige being out. Actually, Paige was on a lot of combo props. That just took a huge ding. She was on literally all of them.
Oh, wow.
So we just lost all three of those. If Shepherd plays, I think the Shepherd Kiki one, the rebounds at 17, that's totally doable. I love Asia's rebounding upside today. If there was a time to play it, it would be this one. But I hate NECA and any kind of rebound props. The most lazy rebounder ever. Cannot play her. Cannot do it.
3 or 9. Starfall says he likes Kayla and Shakira under 30-point combo.
Yeah, that one's interesting. I mean, there's, again, a lot of downside for McBride, I think, here all day. Shakira could be a little bit scarier if we get Shepherd being out. But if Shepherd plays, I think this is a totally fine one to go under.
Nice. Good call. Starfall comes with them, man. Ayo says Undertaker beats. Underrated. Legend. Let's go, Ayo. And he says E-Money
Hey,
is a GOAT. And Big 2 says Liberty in Minnesota total. Over under. Page is out. Yes, we know, sir. Thank you. Asia 3.5 stocks, Matt says. Collector blocks.
The stocks are still pretty good for her.
Okay.
No, I mean, the blocks and steals are pretty close to kind of going hand in hand. It was just a weird prop for them to put out because they had her steals at 1.5 and then her blocks at 1.5, and obviously offering the 3.5 for both is kind of appealing. With it being taken down, the blocks, that is, I still think that the stocks are totally fine. It was actually in the honorable mentions because I already knew that they were going to take the blocks down.
Big 2 has an interesting one with totals. If Paige is out now, which she is, does that change the total for you in that game? Is there a side that makes sense, or are you leaving it alone?
No, I'd probably stay away from it, honestly. I mean, it's still going to be a good pace, but now you're taking out roughly 17 to 20 points at least from Dallas side of things. And then we're throwing in, Maddie Siegrist on a minutes limit, Enrique on a personal limit. I have no idea what's going on with her. So there's just too many unknowns right now, man. It's kind of put me off of it altogether.
All right. Ian's asking for your whole life here. He says, I only want one lock, and I need the lock, E. And he needs it on better so we can pair it with Sanders. You know how Ian wants to ask you the play so that when it doesn't hit, he can come back and yell at you? Thanks, Ian.
Oh, I get it. I mean, hey, we had everything posted up as I saw the value. I mean, Cloud, you might be able to get it 5.5 still, but again, Page being now, it's kind of annoying. Shepherd or Cloud, one of these are my favorite, and I assume Ian's trying to get paid today, so it's probably not the play for tomorrow with the Kelsey Mitchell.
We know you too good, Ian. Let's go, Ian. He said, is there a Prizepicks employee and spy in here? Kiss my ass. That's why we love Ian. Love Us says, let's cash, bro. And we got more bots, and we're out of here. We made it. Thank you, guys.
All right.
Hey, we're at 40 likes. Can we get more likes, guys? We need them, please.
Yeah, there's some light stuff on the way out to get you even more luck, man. We appreciate it nonetheless. Every single one of y'all coming in here and hanging out with us during the week. It is Friday, so it's going to be the last of our stream currently for this week, but we will be back in action. I believe Monday we might have an off day. Hold the phone. Oh no, we had one game on Monday, and it's a late night hammer too. So it'll be pretty light work, but make sure you guys, again, gotta be in the Discord to get all the live betting because we're gonna have a busy weekend. Tomorrow, pretty decent slate. Sunday, very juicy. Mwah, chef's kiss. Gonna be a great slate. I'm excited about this. And then Monday, light work, back to streaming. So we will be back at least then. But nonetheless, appreciate you guys hanging out with us as always. Don't forget to check out the Discord. It's still running a 7-day free trial in the description down below. Stop in, say what's up, and come win some cash. All right, Yay. Underrated. It's been a damn fine week, sir. Lots of money being made. We appreciate y'all.
Oh, yes.
Have a great weekend, and we'll catch y'all back here later. Peace.